Have you ever caught that glimpse out the corner of your eye, that dark shadow that moves by and then you look and it's gone? So today's episode is all about seeing the signs. And if you are someone who receives signs from spirit or would like to receive signs and maybe you're not, maybe you're receiving them and you don't even know you're receiving them. Today, my friend Joanne and I are going to be sharing all about the signs that your spirit loved ones leave behind. For our audience, what kind of signs do you find? We would love for you to drop them in the comments below. Celebration! Hope After This, where we have conversations about grief and healing and all things mediumship. I can't hear it. I saw the sign.
Hold on.
I opened up my eyes and saw the signs.
And it opened up my eyes.
We saw the signs. We are the tone deaf mediums. Yes, we are. Cheers. These are the signs, Joanne. Don't you know?
No kidding. Oh my God.
Come on in, spirit people. Bring in the energy. Holy Spirit, I got my Motivate on. I'm good to go. Okay. Welcome, everyone. Hello, I'm Lisa, the Multifaceted Medium, here with my friend Joanne, and she is Earth Angel Joanne. So today's episode is all about seeing the signs.
Funny thing that we're doing that today because I wanted to share with you that when I was getting ready this morning, and I knew our podcast was going to be about signs, I was getting this scarf ready, and in amongst it, I found a feather.
See, there's a perfect sign right there. This is
exactly. So what are the chances, like, I don't know where it came from. I just wanted to say that I have this cute little pottery container where I keep all of my signs.
That's perfect.
So it's really pretty cool. You know, like I had a reading once and somebody talked about my mom always had mints in her pocket, specifically the lifesaver ones.
Oh,
and I found this when I was cleaning one day, which has got a feather on it.
To it. The spirits are already with us.
I know, it's just crazy. I've got all kinds of little feathers that I find that's you know, my brother, and coins and a pearl that I have no idea. It just suddenly showed up on my carpet and I hadn't had company or anything. I'm like, I thought of my mom right away. So those are just some examples of the signs that I've had, which is really cool. And I keep them in a little container.
That's awesome, Joanne. Thank you so much for sharing that, because I think people will be able to relate to that, you know, because these are signs that we find all along the way. You know, I think I might have shared this. I don't know if I shared this with us or if I shared it something else, but I found this one day. It's a sign. It was a sign for me personally. It says, be different, be you. And, you know, that day I was having a hard time and I was walking along the trail and just praying to my people in the spirit world, praying to God, talking to the angels. And I was like, you know what? I was just feeling down. And it kind of just showed up along my path. And I thought, what a perfect stone for me, you know? And I thought, oh, I'm taking that home. And I love it because it's like, that's supposed to be me, right? I'm not like everybody else. And maybe you're not like everybody else. And maybe someone seeing this is saying, hey, I can relate with that sign. Be different, be you. And that's kind of what a sign is, you know?
Yeah, it's interesting when you are going through especially hard times and then something will strike you and ground you again and remind you how you're individualistic. You're a person that can grow and you don't have to be stuck.
Joanne's going to share with you a little recap from our last episode. If you haven't seen that, you can check it out in the link below.
Hi everyone, nice to see you here today. Last week's episode was on healing through mediumship. So healing your grief of all different kinds through mediumship, connecting with spirit, God, through love. We shared how you can do this and how you can connect with us or even learn yourself. What we talked about were all the connections that we made through spirit, all the examples of really cool things that have happened to us through readings, connecting with dogs, connecting with people who have passed, and connecting with the examples that are evidential, so things that really mean something and resonate with you. It's really exciting to see this and to see the examples and hear about what we've been through. So check out in the link below the first episode that we started.
Just going to take a minute to share with you, there's a brand new quiz. I have a brand new quiz that I would love for you to take. Have you seen the signs from your spirit loved ones? Have you been receiving signs that they've been sending? If you've not taken it yet and you're looking to develop these God-given gifts and abilities that we all have to be able to connect with our loved ones in spirit. The best way to do that, just to see if you're even ready for something like that, is to go in the link below. We'll put it in the description and we'll link it in the comments. And it's just a really cool quiz to see if you are ready. It's a mediumship clarity quiz. So check it out, see if you're ready, and it'll give you a little bit of an insight that can show you the next right step to take. And if you're interested, you can connect with us as well and give you some more insight a little bit further with your development. Back to the video. Joanne, what are some of the signs that our loved ones send us?
Signs can be very personal, and they are emotional. The timing is right, they're repetitive, and they really resonate with you as an individual. Some are very popular signs that people or notice. Some of the typical ones are feathers or birds, songs, scents. Scents are very powerful. You're somewhere and suddenly you smell a tobacco smell or something, like a pipe tobacco. Or there's other examples. If you can think of any, Lisa, let me know.
Yeah, so that's really great. I think there's a lot of signs. Numbers are a big thing for people. Sometimes they call them angel numbers. They can be a sign from your loved one. You could get flickering lights. A lot of times spirit will move electricity. So I'm a hair designer by trade, and for years I'd be washing clients' hair and I'd be practicing on my clients, and all of a sudden the lights would start flickering in the salon, and that's a sign. The thing is, you have to rule out that it's not the lights actually flickering, because maybe there's a ballast going in the lights. That can happen. But when you can't rule that out and there's no other logical way that can be happening, that's a sign. So the fact that you're seeing this right now, that's a sign. Your spirit loved ones are probably trying to reach you right at this very moment. There is no coincidence. It's all synchronistic. Your loved ones know way before, and they're sending you signs this entire time, trying to reach you through grief. I want to touch on the fact that your loved ones want to reach you in the worst way to let you know that they are okay. Do you know that in England, when our loved ones pass away, they run down to the spiritualist church in England, because this is a big thing. Mediumship is a big thing over in England. Here, it's just starting to touch the surface. Yes, we have big name mediums and different other people that are on television, and that's great because they're bringing things to an awareness, and they're bringing the ability to connect in awareness, bringing it to the forefront of people on a regular everyday basis, which most people would have never understood before. But in England, when someone passes away, they run down to the spiritualist church, they go in and they get a message. Actually helps them to understand that their loved one is not gone. They've just stepped into another room. They're able to connect with them. But here's the thing. When you are so deep in grief, our energy dips way down here. Spirit energy is way up here. They move faster than the speed of light. And if you were paying attention, I think we shared in the last episode, maybe it was another episode we were talking about, but we had shared about when, maybe we didn't even share this. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. But if you ever caught that glimpse out the corner of your eye, that dark shadow that moves by and then you look and it's gone, that's a sign. That's your loved one trying to get your attention. Sometimes they can't physically show up in a full apparition because it takes a lot of energy to do that. But that's a sign for them to whiz by, and when they do that, they have to slow their energy down for us to even be able to see it. But if we're down here in grief, we can't see it. That's why we go to a medium, because they slow their energy down. The medium helps to lift you and lift the energy up, and then the medium meets in the middle, brings through all that information, and that's what we do as mediums. But there are so many different signs. So that's just one of the ones that I've noticed. The lights flickering, they can move all kinds of electricity. So think about it. We're the ground, right? And when you're working with water, especially as a hair designer, it's electricity can flow through that. It's conductive, right? And we're the conduit. So think of it like that. What are some other signs that you've seen, Joanne?
I've seen all kinds of different signs, but I wanted to actually touch on what you said about electricity and music. So I have an example which is really pretty fascinating. Right after my brother passed away, we were sitting in my sister-in-law's place, and the lights were flickering like crazy, and they had never done it before. And of course that can be a short, that could be something going on with electricity. And then a couple of years later, quite a few years later, I was going to do an audience reading with another medium. And just before I got up to read, the lights started flickering. And it was absolutely crazy. The other part, the music part, was on my way to do these group readings, this Eagle song came on. And I finished it, I listened to it, it got me hyped up for doing the readings, and I changed the channel because the lousy song came on, and the exact same song from the Eagles came on again on a different channel. Like, you can't make this up. It's just crazy.
Yeah, that's so true. And I think the fact that, you had a knowing, not only did you receive the sign, you heard it, you received it twice because they were like, no, we're really here, we're trying to show you. A lot of people will chalk that up to, I don't know, it's kind of a coincidence that it happened. There's no such thing as coincidence. We're here to share that with you. There are no coincidences. A lot of times people think it's their imagination. I was just talking to my mom earlier, and she was sharing with me that she's like, I don't know, how do you just know when you're bringing those messages through? And I'm like, Mom, the more you train and you work with that. She's been in our group for a little while. We have a community for anyone who is interested in wanting to join or learning how to connect with their loved ones. You don't have to become a medium to do that. You can become your own medium. But my mom was in the group, and she was kind of open to it, but didn't want to do it. She just was like, I'll try it out. But she was able to bring through messages. And the thing is, I said, how do you know to her? How do you know what you were getting was what you were supposed to be sharing? And she's like, I don't know, it just kind of came through, but I thought I was making it up. And I said, that's what most people think, right? Don't you find that, Joanne? Most people think, I don't know, am I really, did I really hear that song? Am I making that up? Were those lights really flickering? People will try to talk themselves out of every little thing if they're a non-believer. But there's so much doubt. So if you can quell that doubt and kind of push it down, because you start to trust and believe. But I find personally, you have to have your own spiritual awakening or this like little experience in your life where you start to understand, oh, this is how it works. Okay.
Yes. Being open to it, definitely being open to it. Yes, and that brings up another situation where is it technology? Is it just a glitch? Did this happen before and it's happening now? So another example that I had, the phone message. My sister-in-law would call me and leave a message, but when it says the person's name, it would say Dave, my brother's name.
Wow.
And then she would leave a message. So I called her and I said, this has happened a few times. Like, did he set up your phone beforehand? And she said, no, he didn't. And I said, but does anybody else get it? Like, did they get he says his name. Does anybody else get that? And she said, no, nobody else does. Wow. And so the crazy thing is, yeah, it is. And so the crazy thing is that she got a new phone and it went away. And then recently it's come back again. So what does that tell you? Like,
that tells you spirit is trying to reach you in so many different ways, and they are that powerful that they can do that.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be that strong. It can be subtle things. You can be out for a walk and you find a love rock like you find. And those are beautiful signs. The thing is, we want to show you how you can manifest this and how to teach you, a few tips on how to get these signs. Now, first of all, which Lisa had already mentioned, is if you're deep in grief, it's really hard. It's really hard or if you're doubting it, you have to really be open. So you need to slow down and talk to your people. You need to practice gratitude, and you need to let go of control. So you send it out to the universe, like any type of manifesting. And then don't be too specific. Like, some people do some very unusual objects, like finding a red piece of Lego in an unusual spot if you've lost a child, for example. Sometimes that does work too. Oh, yeah. I had a friend that had this crazy stuff happening in a matchbox with somebody's name inside of it, and it was a new pack. So what does that mean, right? So it's pretty amazing.
There are many signs. So curious for our audience, what kind of signs do you find? We would love for you to drop them in the comments below. People find all kinds of signs. What's the craziest sign you've ever received? I know I've probably had many. In my mind, I can't think of them offhand because there's thousands. I actually created a book for all the spirit signs that people receive. And if you guys are interested in this, it's a great book that you can go in and write your spirit signs in the beginning. There's some different verbiage that'll tell you how to use it. And a thing that I found, you can use a regular copybook. You don't need this journal. But what I found is having a specific journal, whether it's mine or another one, a great tip to be able to put these things down on paper, because you'll forget them. Wouldn't you say that, Joanne? A lot of times we get all these different amazing things come in. I always share with everyone in the community, write it down, because if you don't, it goes in one ear and out the other and you'll forget it all. Like, I've been journaling for years. So if you are someone who is looking for a place to write down your, specifically for that, it's for sacred signs and spirit symbols. It's an actual journal. To me, this is all about transformation. It's a lot of blank pages. You can learn a little bit about how to use this book. The basis of it is you could either use this book, or if you have a specific copybook or a journal that you love, keep it specific to your signs. Make it just a sign journal, because your loved ones will speak to you through these journals, through the signs that they send. But here's the thing, a lot of times people forget. You know, we're human. I don't know about you, but I can't remember every spirit sign. I've been doing this for 2 decades. And what I find is the more I write them down and then go back and look later, I go, oh my gosh, now I realize this person's been sending me feathers all this time, or this person's been sending me dimes all this time. So we really want to know, what is the coolest spirit sign you've ever found? I love Joanne's, the fact that her brother came through with his name on her phone. Like, that's a huge spirit sign. But again, if the energy's low, and so many people that are growing through grief or going through grief, I like to say growing through, because it's a transformative process. It's something that I don't think we ever get over. I think it helps to transform who we are as human beings, but we grow through it and we evolve into the person we are today, the person we're going to become over our lifetime. But as that happens, you know, we're receiving different signs and different things are coming in. So it's good to be aware of that.
If you're not getting signs, it doesn't mean that they're not there. They're still there around you.
Yes.
So being patient is probably one of the hardest things to do.
Yeah. I think that's a really good point, Joanne, because a lot of people, again, deep in grief, sometimes you have to grow through that experience, and you might not be ready to receive a reading. A lot of people, I will share with clients, if they reach out to me and they've just lost someone, it may not be the time for them to get a reading, because if you're that deep in grief, you can't even hear what's going to come through. You're going to be crying the whole time. And there's a time and a place. To me, I feel like you might need spiritual healing first, or to go through that grieving process, but then knowing that they're there with you, like you said. But then the fact is, when things start to calm down a little and you can lift your vibration, which is a hard thing to do when you're growing through grief, especially if you've had multiple grieving experiences like Joanne, like you have. And you can attest to this, I'm sure, because you have gone through that. And I know in the community you've said it's been really hard for you, but did you find that when that happened, the energy dipped, where it was really hard to feel them around you?
Oh, definitely. And it was also because I wasn't aware. Because you're so deep in grief that you're not aware of what the signs would be, and they're there to help you. They're definitely looking for you and seeking you out, sending you all these signs. So the awareness is really important to learn. Grounding yourself and being present. Being present is really, really important. You want to actually feel the connection when you're seeing these signs.
So I just want to take a minute to interrupt this video and share with you guys, we do have a community that if you are looking to connect more with your loved ones, maybe you're just totally curious, want to know what it's like to connect with your loved ones, receive your own messages and become your own medium. We have a community where you could do that, surrounded by beautiful, like-minded people. If you're looking to become an evidential psychic medium like Joanne and myself, the community also houses that opportunity as well. And if you're just deep in grief and you're looking for, maybe you want to receive messages. Here's the other thing. Joanne and I both offer private readings, private one-to-one readings. We also do group readings. There's many different ways you can work with us. So definitely check us out in the links below, and I'll put a little bio down there for Joanne, and you can reach her as well, and all my info is there. Feel free, if this inspired you, to buy us a coffee. We love coffee, as you can tell. Some people love tea. We're coffee, right? Cheers!
Cheers!
Back to the video. Why not?
We
right?
can do all kinds of things, let me tell you. There's a lot of information in here and in there.
Right, and there's... I love it. And you know what? It's our podcast. We can do whatever we want. That's the beauty of this.
Exactly.
Need to know that we're all supported. And like Joanne said here, we are all safe here. There will be no negative comments. If we see them, you will get deleted. But if you're going to put something positive and uplift us or someone else in the community, we would love that. If you see someone else's comment on there and you really love what they shared, let them know. Us women, we need to stick together. We need to support one another. If you have a small channel, put it on here. We'll go follow you. If you're going to give us a follow, we'll help everybody out. That's what it's all about.
That's right. Let's lift each other up. That's what we all need to do. Put the crowns, straighten them out for all the queens out there.
Absolutely. And here's the thing, the kings too. But here's the thing, like there are so many people struggling right now with grief, with all kinds of different things. Like there are so many different griefs out there that people don't even talk about, right? And so we're dealing with this and we're internalizing it instead of sharing it, like getting the word out so we can help other people. That's what this channel is all about. If you're not yet subscribed, please do us a favor. So many of you are watching this, but we noticed there's a bunch of you who are not yet subscribed. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button. It's free, and it's a way for you to help us get this message out to many more people.
Okay, so let's take a moment to breathe that all in. And where the veil is thin and love remains, I'll meet you there.
Joanne, that's so beautiful. All right, friends, so take care, brush your hair, and peace out. We will see you again on the next episode. So thank you for being here.
And thank you for coming today. It was so nice for you to visit with us and have a cup of tea and coffee. So check out the links below for all the really cool products and information on meeting us and getting together for another episode.
That's perfect. Yeah.
So why is my background blurry and yours isn't?
Yours isn't. Do you have it on blur? I don't have my black gown on. Black gown. Oh God, we're doing it already. Okay, Holy Spirit, give us the words. Woo! Let's open that up. All right. I love that.
Lighten the mood. Well, hello everyone, and have wait. Okay, so start.
I'm telling you, they're going to be the best parts. People are going to get a good kick out of this.
Hello everyone, so happy to see you here again. Oh.
Okay.
Hello everyone, and happy to see you here. Okay.
Don't look at me when you do it. Don't look at me. Go ahead.
Oh, back here.
Right down to the spiritualist church. They go in and they get a massage. I was going to say they get a message, and that message. Joanne.
Hi everyone.
Let's take that back. Wait, hold on.
Oh,
take 5. I think we have to get our nerves out first. This happens to me every time. It's just the way it is. But I think really when we get all that out and we just start talking normal, that's what comes across so perfect. So it's good. So, all right, I got to rev up my energy. Hold on. All right, so the signs they leave behind. Yay, there you go. Rev it up, right? Rev it up. We're going to listen to our signs. I saw the signs. All right.
That's right, exactly.
Right? So today's episode is all about the signs that your spirit loved ones leave behind. So I'm going to share with you, Joanne's going to share with you a little recap of Joanne's going to share with you a little recap from our last episode. If you haven't seen that, you can check it out in the link below. Leave behind. Yay! There you go. Rev it up, right? Rev it up. We're gonna, woo!